So, I don't know whether to unlist this or not, given the subject, and I don't want to say, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it, because I'm only going to just say my experience. I used to be a very, 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 very sick drug addict. Opiates. 20 years ago from this date, speaking on. And also would encourage myself to use other drugs, even concomitantly with those substances, opiates. Notably, that which was called roxicodone, given it was oxycodone, 30 milligrams or 15, as the case may be, blue or green. Noting I was really on the blue ones at the time, actually the green ones at the time, in the beginning, yeah. This was before a lot of nonsense. I'm probably going to have this unlisted for a while, but I'm not sure. I had grown accustomed to that opioid use, and as such, when one is accustomed, they are as such adapted to having that homeostasis as a result, given the body does figure out how to wrap itself around having a foreign compound that at first alleviates pain and has a certain frame of mind, jovial conviviality, mainly sociability, with a lack of awkwardness experience. Okay, then you get used to it, and then you're a spoiled brat by it, and then when it's taken away from you, I want my Mapo. Okay, nicotine ain't got shit on that at that moment. Having stated all that, moving along those lines, psilocin, these compounds, what was also experiencing and noted that, like the miracle fruit does with lemons or sugary things, majorly enhanced the opioid effect. And it was only a one-time experience, but it was noted at the time it was almost too much, but in the greatest of ways. So what if there is a homeopathic dose of psilocybin along with a homeopathic dose of opioid concomitantly? What if these exacerbate 1 + 1 = 50 truly? And it's something I don't want to have people experimenting to find out. There are a few people that I can find that are shamanistically devout who would do it, and I would probably speak to them directly, because I don't really know if I want to have this out where people experience their own, I want to try this type thing. Because you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where psilocybin and psilocin are not exactly substances of abuse where one takes it every day and experiences the glory of opium's hip hip hooray. You know what I mean? These are things that you take when using, I would say, it's more will be revealed. I guess each person is as such their own. But with myself, I took it more than most. There are terms that people would have for somebody that took it as much as I did. They were essentially hors d'oeuvres in my house, and I often put them on pizza, microwave for 10 to 15 seconds to take away that shroomy taste. Of course, after washing them, given where they grow. But then noting that very much, you can grow them from even corn in your home. So having said all that, and noting that that is true, given other YouTube videos, thank you, by the way, there will come a time when one will be revealed in another way. So having stated all this, maybe even kratom, and a psilocybin, when used concomitantly, would probably be a strong feeling as of a heroin dose, noting that it isn't heroin, and noting that the addiction isn't even close to the same. And I'm telling you, when I took that stuff concomitantly, the opioid was already very well adapted into me. I was already addicted to it. So taking the small amount of psilocin, given the two were, naturally within the mushroom that I was eating at the time, of a cubensis normally, but earlier on of cyanosins, I believe. We called them blue meanies, or copper tops. I just remember the taste of these things. The smell of Halloween makeup comes to mind. A very, very a blue cheese smell. But I don't know why they said these things were bad. I actually enjoyed the flavors. Mushrooms, in fact. I mean, enjoyable. Actually, like some of them even choice. Given cubensis, I believe is choice. If you cook it. So anyway, small amounts of it, and it's nootropic. Large amounts of it, and you're dealing with a whole other channel. Welcome to entheogens. So I'm going to keep this unlisted given what subject matter I'm talking on. There's a lot of videos on my channel like this, so forgive me for my privacy. Just noting I don't wish for anyone to say, well, I learned it from her that day, unless it helped. Because this is something that hasn't been done in experiments. It's important that one understands that taking these things, you're stepping into a whole realm of we don't know. We don't know. So I would not suggest or welcome one to even tell me they took this stuff. Do you understand? I'm gonna put this public, but I mean, you gotta understand. I don't want it out there saying, okay, well, it's just a what if right now, okay? Miracle fruit type thing. And I don't want to be responsible for I don't want to be the cause of your hurt or shame or problems in life. I just know that 20 years ago, I wasn't yet a criminal and I wasn't an habitual ex-con felon, so I'd like for you to consider that part of the disclaimer. I happen to have had a lot of trouble along the way, okay? But if you are taking it, make sure you ask the universe a really, really unanswerable question. I asked, what's the meaning of life? It didn't require the opioid part of it. There was other things, and there was other times with other things, and I got my answer. And it was basically, for me, I won't throw it. I've got it on this channel. You can find it, the meaning of life. Yeah. All right, everyone. God bless you. Be safe. And like I said, don't drink the juice. Don't drink the juice. Don't drink the juice. Okay.